Right. MotherhoodSexMarijuana.com. New logo, new things. Don't forget to come and check us out at MotherhoodSexMarijuana.com. Go to our featured products. Yes, check out our $20 one click called A Valentine to My Body. Make sure you get yourself a copy of that book. And of course, to continue to support us, go to shop.spreadshirt.com/MSM gear. New things, new logo, new things to come through and support. MotherhoodSexMarijuana.com. I am Kai Storm. This is season 3. Be in the building, G. And I don't know what the hell is going on.
Okay.
Oh well, but it's just me and you so far. Homegirl ain't show up.
Oh, okay.
She's not here yet, but shit, how you doing?
I'm
How was Mother's Day? How's everything going?
Girl, I have some updates for you. We're gonna have some updates on this whole situation.
Oh my
God. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. God is truly good. And I mean that even when it's dark, even when times are dark, he has always been really good. You know, whoever you believe in as your creator and your source, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Mm-hmm. I am so happy. Actually, since we got some time, do you want a quick update?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because like I said, she's not here yet. Let's do it.
All right, cool. For those that are just tuning in, Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana, the motherfucking building. Yes. Queen Kai and Queen Rue over here sharing with you our open space and our love and our hearts and our truth. And also, we also invite other like-minded individuals. You don't have to smoke. You don't have to be fucking. And you don't have to be a mom to be on this podcast. Give your opinions about anything. What I will say is that for those that don't know, I've been involved. My family's been involved in the CPS case due to false allegations from somebody actually that's related to us. So it gets so deep as to how this is so fucked up. But because we know as a family unit, for those that are still fucking and riding with us, we know that we've done nothing wrong. You hear me? And whoever is out there saying otherwise, come say it to my face, motherfucker, come. Because I would love for anyone to try to tell us who we are. Everything's inconclusive, bottom line. They can't find shit. There's nothing to find. There was lies upon lies. I can't wait until karma comes and does its thing. So anyways, they've dropped a portion of the case regarding the youngins, you know. The only reason why the other case is open is because these individuals still keep making these claims, but it's very close to closing because it's inconclusive. Everything's fucking inconclusive. And so again, if you find yourself being falsely accused of something, seek legal help. We're not lawyers. We can't tell you what the fuck to do. You do have to get some kind of legal help. There's public defenders that do work for the government. Sometimes they're here to help. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes you got to be your own motherfucking lawyer. But with regards to this whole judicial system, everybody is entitled to a lawyer. Just know that. You're entitled to a lawyer. You're entitled to remain silent. You're entitled to go and search for your own lawyer. And also, some lawyers might be able to get payment on the back end. So if you can't afford it right now, and if you have a strong case, some people will fuck with you. Don't give up on yourself. Today, we're going to be talking... We're going to be, Queen Kai and I both have been falsely accused of some shit. And we both have shared with you. If you haven't seen that episode, go and watch it. It's a CPS episode. And then I wanted to let you know on the positive note that even through the darkness, we still work. We are
obviously, but to go back into, you know, the subject of that episode, that episode was so important because yes, not only do, you know, we both have experienced situations where someone, you know, wrongly accused or decided to call or, you know, decided to say something out loud that literally just threw confusion in your circle, just threw a whole lot of extra people that didn't need to be involved in your circle. And then on top of the fact that it actually added a record, because let's be honest, CPS does keep records. You know what I mean? When they're called, if they're called today and they're called 2 years from now, the person that gets the case 2 years from now is going to look back and say, oh yeah, that person, you got a phone call about 2 years ago about this same thing, especially if it's the same thing. So it literally just throws a lot of confusion, a lot of extra people, a lot of extra situations. And then when at the end of the day, the response is nothing. The response is we can't find, we just hear a lot of words, but we don't see a lot of evidence to these words. Then it's like, okay, we gotta let it go. And then they realize that they wasted a lot of government dollars searching in the wrong goddamn pot. Like literally, you wasted a whole day, a whole week, a whole investigation that you could have been doing with somebody that was actually getting abused, that's actually in danger, that's actually needs to be rescued. You over here because of an accusation, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Infuriating. It was so drawn out. It lasted several months. We're going on almost a year of having to deal with this shit.
Exactly. And it's continuous,
you know
because you know what I mean? As long as you have kids, it's continuous. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that you definitely have come over that hump. I've definitely in conversations with people while introducing people to this podcast and getting them to subscribe. By the way, subscribe while you're watching. You know, but in conversations, I've actually had a conversation with other women, and when I mentioned that episode, they other women will come up and say, yes, that has happened to me too, which tells you that a lot of these cases, a lot of these people that are getting called on, I'm not saying that all of them, because we all know that there are some kids that obviously are getting abused, but some of these calls are false. Some of these calls are just people being spiteful. You know what I'm saying? People just wanting to throw shit in your situation just to fuck with you, because that's the only way they can fuck with you.
Exactly. And you know what, Queen? Thank God that you had the wherewithal and the confidence that I had the same to stand up for ourselves. If we weren't as sharp, honestly, this would be really bad. My whole shit would have been fucked up. It would have been like, you're guilty now and we're going to ask questions later, And so thank God that, and again, if you find yourself, people out there that are watching this, if you find yourself in this situation, man,
you gotta be on point. You have to be. You have to be. I mean, that's just the general consensus, because I mean, even when you were in a regular life as a mom, the fact is that everyone around you are secret let's keep it real. Everyone around you is secret reporters for the CPS people. They tell you know what I mean. Sometimes some places when you go, they'll tell you if they see something, they're gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? So the fact is, you gotta automatically treat it as that you don't gotta get ready. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready for these people at all point in time, when anytime you get checked. Because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, they checking you because they don't know, and or they want to be spiteful. But either way, when they check you for because they don't know or they're being spiteful, you got to be ready. Like, nah, it's not happening around here. I got everything over here is inventoried and sized up and ready. I got bullets.
Russia.
So who you talking to?
You know, America's a really funny place.
Nowhere.
America's a very funny place. There's nowhere where people are going into your homes and taking your kids. You could get shot. And you know what? I heard something funny the other day. Somebody said rules are for poor people. I don't have a certain tax bracket yet. I'm not at a certain tax bracket yet. So yeah, I am susceptible to this government right now. But the minute that I'm not, it will be one happy day when we, both of us, Queen, are not susceptible to the powers that be. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is what I mean. When you can, during a pandemic, fly from one motherfucking state in the US, that's a Republican state, and not have to wear your motherfucking mask, but almost get kicked off a fucking airplane at another shit that's a Democratic state. You know what I'm saying? I just wonder how much of this shit like that doesn't make sense do I need to take? You know what I mean? So the only thing, like I said, you accept you can escape the matrix a couple of ways. Extreme wealth, extreme perception. I already got the extreme perception. I need to get to the extreme wealth because clearly then I don't have to answer to none of these rules, right? And it sounds like such a loose thing to say, but I'm really serious. America's a very fucking interesting place. Okay, this is where we homelessness, where people actually live in the street and we can walk around desensitized to it as if it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, I know I can't solve homelessness in Seattle or in the US. By God, the fucking government gave Seattle over $1 billion to help with this homelessness that's going on. Where the fuck did that money go to? I heard some funny things. I heard that they gave the homeless, the encampment, some more tents and some like shit like water and maybe some blankets or something. That's where this money's going. And so that's what I'm saying. So it's no wonder why there's these programs and there are these little agent piece of shits that think that they can come and do this only in America. Thank you. So our job here, y'all, is if America is good for capitalism, let's be fucking capitalists, but also redistribute the wealth because these programs don't work. They're never going to.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I feel like this. You say it's all about the perception and then the wealth, but I think it's another level on top of that too, because while you're because those things actually work better based on complexion. I've always, the bottom line is that everything around us is complexion for the protection and the collection. And only certain complexions actually come all the way through and can call themselves doing and moving as they feel. Only some. But even in certain wealth brackets, yes, Jay-Z and Beyonce, they are billionaires, but at the end of the day, their melanin will never ever change the fact that you know what I mean. Their melanin will never change the fact that they're looked as beneath. Like they always got to prove themselves based on the fact that they wealthy. You know what I mean?
You know what? That's another
it's
thing.
It's not just perception and wealth. It's also complexion. So,
you know, and I like that you said that. Shout out to Kanye. However you feel about Kanye, people I don't give a shit. This guy has he said something very interesting. He said, I'm not quoting verbatim, but it was something to the effect of him trying to make it into a certain elite crowd. He realized, I think it was a humbling moment, that he could only go so far. And it didn't matter at the amount of amassed wealth that he had. It did not matter at that time, the social class or the status, excuse me, his elite status didn't matter. His fame didn't matter in that table. He couldn't sit at a certain table. And it's what you're talking about, unfortunately. And that, and I believe
the
strongly.
funny thing about the whole Kanye thing is that he made their table better. He literally turned their table, as much money as them the Kardashians had. He actually put fashion into them. He made them couture. He made them accepted. So as soon and instead of accepting that, what did they do? They took everything that he taught him, everything that he taught them, and then put his ass out as soon as they learned enough from him, literally. And it's like, and it's like now we looking at Kanye like, yo, you either see him as somebody that's kind of stalking his wife, or somebody that's just plain not been right since his mama died. Like literally, that's where they left him at. It's like the imagery that they built around him. I mean, yes, he had a part in that motherfucking shit too, because he was doing all kind of fuck shit, from being with Trump to I mean, this fashion is even looking crazy. The fashion that he puts out looks crazy, and sometimes when he come out on Instagram and Twitter, he just be saying some crazy shit. But at the same time, he was the one that made their table better. As much money as they had, they couldn't have been fashion or couture. They couldn't have been seen. They couldn't have been at this reality show. They couldn't even be at the Met Gala without Kanye's influence. And once they used the fuck out of his influence, they tossed his ass the fuck out, which is a lot, which 9 times out of 10, that's what they do with Black culture. They squeeze until it's gone, until they use that shit down, and then they're like, all right, we good, push that shit to the side. We good on that now. You know what I mean? That's what Kanye represents at the end of the day. Just like this slap from Chris Rock, from Will Smith to Chris Rock. It's just like it's a representation that no matter what that's what it stands for. Like it'll never, like they can't go around that. You know what I mean? But it'll never be acknowledged as how it should be acknowledged, though.
Yeah, I was reading about humiliation rituals with regards to that whole thing. There's so many depths and reasons why these things don't make sense and why these distractions are what they are. But I find conspiracy theories interesting. I don't get lost in it because at the end of the day, I don't know everything. But I do know that there's a lot more than just that you're mad that somebody made a joke about your wife. I think it's so much deeper than that. I think it is very much a part of some like bigger play, that has to do with what I said. And if y'all out there listening to this, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, I sound crazy, look it up. Humiliation. I mean,
yes, ritual. Definitely. They've spoken about that shit too, that, the whole Illuminati, the whole, the rituals that Hollywood gets into, this shit is for real. And the history, yes, when it was all discussed, the history between Will, Chris, and Jada, and Chris making jokes about Jada been going for a long time, but now this fucker done started a whole trend where crazy people or whoever want to get famous through likes and clicks and whatnot is trying to run up on stage and run up on comedians and getting fucked the fuck up. Before they did that shit before that happened to Homeboy with Dave Chappelle, 3 more comedians that in between Will Smith and Dave Chappelle, where somebody ran up on their stage and tried to do some shit, and it's like, let me find out that's the trend. Let me find out you really trying to run up on stage and call yourself. And then of course, Dave made a fucking example to show you, like, look here. Look here. This is not what you want to do.
Lord have mercy.
This is not.
I don't understand these gimmicks. I don't understand these games. And it's not for us to understand. And you know what I was going to say about the Kanye thing? He had made a statement about Cardi B, which I totally agree. He admires Cardi B because she can say whatever the fuck she wants to say. And to that, I say that you and I, Queen, are in the same category. We're not trying to impress anybody. So, excuse me, when we do blow up at whatever ventures, we're going to be the same motherfuckers that are saying the same shit. I kid you not. And whatever powers that be, what, you can kill us. You killing people off, I'm going to die anyways. I'm not scared of anything, yo. You're not scared of anything too. And this is the empowerment that we have on this podcast. This is that real shit that you can't find off, like, you know, any other podcast. These are real mothers that have gone through real pain, but we don't sit here and complain about it. We work through it and we shine through it. Man, I hope I haven't heard back, so I guess we doing our thing until we hear.
Yeah, I definitely haven't heard back either. I'm trying to.
Oh, pray tell about Stoney's Pizza.
Oh yes, that's why I wanted to ask you about what you call it, Mother's Day. But yeah, Stone Pizza.
Oh.
So Stone Pizza. First of all, let me tell you, if because there's no sign at the door, you literally just got to depend on the GPS and your instinct to tell you that, okay, this must be it. You know what I'm saying? This must be it. You know what I mean? So you go in, homeboy checks to make sure, you know, you got your ID and you got the same card you paid to pay for the reservation, because you got to pay for the reservation in advance. Reservation is normally $120, but for, I guess for Mother's Day they dropped it down to $100. You go in, and it's like it's like couches and like tables and different areas to sit down at. You know what I mean? Nice ambiance. You know what I mean? It looks like a nice restaurant. You know what I mean? Just lighting is nice and low. I mean, not too low, but you know, it's not bright all in your face and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then what had us bugging, because we thought, we didn't even know that you could smoke there, because it's not like they tell you that you could smoke there. You know what I'm saying? We just went in there and was like, oh, okay. And then there was ashtrays everywhere. So we was like, oh, okay, well, I'm assuming there's ashtrays because they probably, you know, they sell smoke in here. I know they sell smoke. So, you know what I mean? I'm assuming, you know, if you want to buy something. And then next thing you know, other people that was there, they start lighting up their shit. And we looking at them like, oh, shit, damn, we could have brought weed. Say word. That's that bullshit.
Yeah, that sucks. But I'm glad you know that.
We was tight that we ain't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of thing, like that was the kind of thing that they could have, you know what I'm saying? They could have said something like, you know, bring your own something, like bring, you know, BYO, you know, W, some shit like that.
Shit, yeah.
You know what I mean? But they ain't say nothing like that. So we sitting there, then the dude comes by and he just basically, you know, asks you, you know, what are your allergies? Because it's basically everybody's eating the same thing. You know, it's 3 courses, and it's just dependent on, you know, your allergies. If you don't eat pork, because, you know, I don't eat pork, so of course I was like, you know, and make sure it's beef, you know, and you know, make sure don't put, you know, make sure we, you know, we don't like this, we don't like that. So the first course was salad and the garlic knots. Now, of course, my king, he ain't had none of the salad, but I was diving into the salad because I was like, my whole thing was, I'm thinking that, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna leave here tipsy just off the food. I'm good. I know I'm gonna leave here tipsy just off the food. So I dive into the salad. The salad is cool, and the garlic knots was on point. And then while we sitting there, You know what I'm saying? We sitting there, they got big screen TVs all over the place. One of them was playing Narco. We watching that, and you know, and because we already seen that shit. And then the pizza and the chicken wings come out. Now the pizza and the chicken wings were really, really good. They were Sicilians, and the chicken was nice and crispy. And you know what I mean? And then the sodas, now that was the only thing that was disappointing, because my king, he wanted liquor. So he figured, you know what I'm saying, they probably had some kind of, you know, cannabis infused liquor. I mean, I know that shit exists, so I'm thinking that, you know what I mean, they probably have some, but no, it was just all sodas with infused in it. So we got a couple of grape sodas, and we were sitting there eating the pizza and the chicken.
Yeah.
Yo, when I tell you the food was nice, the food was nice. You know what I mean? And then you feeling a little, you know, you feeling a little tipsy off the food. You feeling a little tipsy and everything. And then then the ice cream came out. It was like it was ice cream and cannoli and a cannoli, and that was the first time I ever ate a cannoli. And when I tell you, as soon as you bit into cannoli, you tasted weed. I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker here tastes like weed right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was good as motherfucker. We finished everything, and shit was good. But the disappointments was, like I said, the fact that we didn't know that we could bring our own smoke. Remy Ma's weed, she was selling, first of all, she was selling, well, not that she was there. Let me just make sure and say that she wasn't there, but they were selling her weed, and they sold an eighth of her weed, which is called Pussy Charms, for 40.
Hey.
The shit, first of all, girl, let me tell you, don't even get the name is the only thing exciting. It's light as a motherfucker.
Oh,
and it's $80 for an eighth. It was definitely giving me $40 vibes. I wanted to go on Leaf Fly and fucking be like, yo, listen, this $80 shit should be sold for $40. And then the fact is that she got that same weed in the Godfather, because she's also, they selling Godfathers in there, and the Godfather is $150. So you know if you the $80 shit is like you paying $150 for fucking garbage. The fuck out of here. That shit is no.
Okay.
Like,
so
no, Remy, take that Godfather all the way down to $40. Take that eighth down all the way to $40, because real smokers was not impressed. Real smokers was not impressed.
They're gonna know, and there's something called sustainability, where you want to make sure that your product is going to be a quality one. I trust my girl's review. I haven't had it yet. I do look forward to it just because I fuck with Remy Ma. I know, don't judge me for it, but it's
I'm not saying don't try it. I'm saying definitely, because fuck around, you know, you might like it. Fuck around, you might like it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if anything, just buy the eighth. Don't buy that motherfucking Godfather. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we good. And
another thing is, I just want celebrities to understand this. Like, I understand the taxation and all of that shit, but sometimes people that rock with you heavy are kind of like in the middle to low income bracket. Like, come on, like, you know,
oh shit, what the fuck is going on?
And if it was light on the light side, I would say $25. You know what I mean?
I'm literally,
but again,
I was giving, you know, and the reason why I'm giving her $40 is because a lot of the dispensaries, yes, we've talked to Trap City. We know that the dispensaries are technically illegal, but what I'm saying is that's the new plug. So we're gonna be plugging with the plug. And listen, a lot of the plugs out here, they are selling their weed for the base prices between $40 and $50. You know what I'm saying? You might get somebody at 35, but the base price is $45, $50. You know what I'm saying? The specialized motherfucking strains that they claim they bringing in, those are the motherfuckers that'll go for like 60 and 70 and $75. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But again, a lot of these motherfuckers are going somewhere between 40 and 50. So I said, okay, Remy, if you're gonna keep up with the people, I suggest you take it down to like 40. You know what I'm saying? But you robbing niggas for 80. You straight up robbing people for $80. At least I felt robbed. I felt like, listen, girl.
And yo, if there's any growers out there, manufacturers, distributors that want to link up with Motherhood Sex Marijuana, we would love our own strain. We would love our own MSM strain, but we would make sure that shit's fire. Oh, I would smoke that shit over and over and make sure that shit's gas. Because if it has my name on it, our name on it, oh, come on now. And our podcast is about Motherhood Sex Marijuana.
Exactly. Cause girl, I mean, seriously, that was the shit that I was like, you know what I'm saying? Cause of course we looked it up on Leafly, cause I was like, I want to leave a motherfucking review. Bitch, yes, I want to leave a review and tell you that it gave me $40 vibes. It gave me, I felt robbed. I literally we smoked, like right after we smoked the pussy charms, we smoked some shit called French cookie that I bought at another dispensary, and literally that shit was a completely different high. Okay, the fuck, girl. Wait a minute, what's going on? You frozen. Bro.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, there you are. Okay, cool.
Hey, you know what? I had an amazing Mother's Day too. You feel me?
Oh, hell yeah. Let's talk about it.
Well, I woke up to get my pussy ate. That's always good. And then my babies, of course, gifts, including this dress that I'm wearing, you know what I'm saying? And then we had some of my favorite African food for dinner, and we watched a movie until we all just knocked out. And so for me, I'm so simple to where that right there is just bliss, you know what I'm saying? I don't even like to dress up most of the time. I'm usually in my slides and my sweats and my hoodies.
I mean, shit. Actually, shit. I was just. I didn't even dress up for Mother's Day. I was more. If anything, I was just glad to just get to the. You know what I'm saying? Just to get to Stone Pizza and have that experience. You know what I mean? But shit. Shit. If anything, I'm more looking forward to getting dressed up for the yacht party. That. I'm gonna be dressed up for. I mean, shit.
Oh my God. If anyone's listening, we have an extra ticket. We have a ticket for Friday nights go into the conference, and then a yacht party exclusive ticket. So go ahead and hit us up. You can text us at
Yeah, I definitely been talking about that, about, you know what I'm saying, telling people, yo, we got an extra ticket, you know what I mean? Hit us up.
We might have to do a contest or something. I think this would be fun. And if not, I'll just sell this shit on Craigslist or something. But shit, I'm on my $300, $250 back.
I know that shit is right, girl. I know that shit is right, because baby.
You know what I'm saying? Baby. You know what, guys? We would be happy if you guys want this ticket. We're gonna have to think about what we need to do. You got to work for it somehow. You know what I'm saying? This is access to thousands of amazing minds, brilliant minds, a lot of people that are movers and shakers in this marijuana game, including us. We're in this industry. We're here to stay. We about this culture, and we have business partners that excuse me, work in other avenues of the industry, whether it's coming to publications, to promotions, to nonprofit and legal. We are plugged in, and we want to plug in with everybody.
Man, listen, of course, hell yeah, that's the main thing. And then shit, and then obviously don't forget, you know what I mean, we definitely got invite to other people's shows. So if somebody's watching and want us to be on their show, hey, best believe we let's figure it out. Let's get this on the schedule. Let's, you know what I mean? Let's do something.
Indeed. Queen, I am on my way to the airport, but I would
where
love
you
to call
going?
you back.
Ooh, I'm gonna be nosy. Where we going? Where we going? Like we going somewhere. Shit, my ass in my house. You see me. Anyway, where we
check
going?
This out. I've been stressing lately, so my sister bought me a ticket to California. So she's gonna treat me to a little sister. That's it. So it was kind of a surprise last minute, and we're on our way to the airport. I'm excited.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
A bitch almost lost her whole fucking family and her kids, to be honest with you. And this one sister that fucks with me, because I have many siblings. She knew that a bitch needed some help. Sometimes you need to check on your strong friends, man. Sometimes we're not okay, yo.
And
this queen, my queen
for us to be strong, sometimes you know what I'm saying, we gotta have weak moments, you know what I mean?
My Queen Kai is always there for a bitch, man. I be like having some days where I'm like, dang, you know, I just need a day or something, man. She's always checking on me. Kai checks on me more than I check on her. And that, you know, I just have to show but my queen knows I love her. I be inundated. I be spread thin sometimes, and that's the truth.
Hey, that's life, yo. We all get spread thin. But yo, I feel you. Go ahead and head to the airport. Shit, this is still a great episode. We chopped it up. It's all good. You know what I mean? Get to the airport, get on your plane, and have a good motherfucking time. Shit,
thank you.
Shit, matter of fact, shit. In a couple of hours, Opal finna land in Washington. Remember, because she heading out to Walla Walla to go party with Steve and Amel.
That's awesome. Shout out to Queen Opal too. Shout out to my queen back here. Say hey. Ooh,
hey, honey, how you?
This is my queen I was talking about.
All right, that's what's up. Well, both of y'all have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Thank you. I love you. Marijuana, the motherfucking building.
All right. Later, honey.